Hello sax players, welcome back to our virtual lessons. It's been a few weeks since we've done this and we're just coming off the back of spring break right now, so we need to rebuild our faces. Our muscles have deteriorated since then. I can imagine many of you didn't pick up your instrument during spring break. I didn't play sax during spring break. So these are muscles that I need to regrow too. For those of you that kept playing during spring break, thank you. I appreciate your effort and I see you. I know there are those of you that do, but I do not expect that everyone did. So today we are going to focus on our exercises. We're going to rehash the two that we've already learned. I'm going to throw a third one in there, and together we are going to make sure that we establish these good practice habits. Now, hopefully at this point you've had the chance to watch the TEDx videos that I had posted on Google Classroom this week that discuss practice habits and playing an instrument and why that's important. Two different videos, one on practice habits, one on why playing an instrument is good for your brain. The practice habits video talks about intermittent practicing, short-term practicing, which I think is really important, and it's something that I've been talking about since the beginning of the year. It is important that you practice for short periods of time. A 3-hour practice doesn't work after the first 30 minutes. You are just grinding at something at that point. So what is important when you practice is to sit down for no more than 15 to 20 minutes at a time right now. When you are at the beginning stages of your instrument, you can't sustain an hour-long practice. Physically, your muscles can't handle it. You'll get frustrated with how you sound at the end of it. Mentally, you can't handle it because you're going to be distracted by a bunch of things and you're going to be bored out of your mind. So what you need to do, I'm asking you to practice 20 to 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. For those of you that have been doing this throughout the semester, this will be easier for you. Those of you that are just joining us now after having gotten your instrument back or found access to another instrument because you're required to, you will need to catch back up. So 20 to 30 minutes a day, 15-minute practices each. So one practice in the morning maybe for 15 to 20 minutes, one practice at night for 15 to 20 minutes, however you want to balance it, right? So we are going to start by tuning. This is important. So let me set my tuner to E flat. So I'm a little bit flat. So we screw in a little bit. Still a little bit flat. It's weird, saxes are normally sharp. There we go. So, make sure you are in tune with me, match this pitch. Or else playing with me is going to sound rather bad. So, we know the first one. Set your metronome to 80 beats per minute. 8 beats per note. Sustain them, big breaths, consistent tone. All right? Starting on G. 1, 2, ready. 2, your F sharp. 5, 6, 7. Last note. 5, 6, 7. There you go. So we know that one. We love that one. That's how we start every practice. Is it important that we always start with that exercise or something similar to it? Yes. Because long tones are how you should warm up every single time. It's not okay to just throw in a quick exercise at the beginning, like the third one we're going to work on today is a faster exercise, and the first thing you need to do is 1, warm up your instrument, both physically, put warm air into it, and your mouth, warm it up by playing long tones before you go on to try to play more complicated stuff, right? So that's how you begin it every day. Pause me, go back, do that twice. I played the full thing for you today so that you can just record along with that track, practice with it, record videos of yourself while you're playing just for your own reference. This is something that I should have recommended a long time ago. It's something that I personally do, and I think it would be helpful, or I know it would be helpful, is to record yourself when you practice so that you can go back and critique yourself and look at yourself and say, I like how I'm doing that. Write positive notes, write negative notes. Like how I leave you comments on your playing videos, right? Now bring the timer or the metronome down to 70 beats per minute. We know this one. It's ready, do, do, re, do, do, re, mi, re, do. All the way up to your high do, and then back down from do, do, ti, la, ti, do. I will not stop between going up and going down. So it's both. Ready? 1, 2, ready. feel my lips are weaker than when we left off before spring break. So that's something that you will feel as well, probably. Fight through it. These 15-minute practice sessions, by the end of them, your lips should hurt, but they shouldn't be dead. If your lips start to feel like completely useless, stop playing. Pick it up again in an hour. Put it down. I give you permission, if during a practice session your lips start to feel tired, during the day, if you want to go and watch a little bit of TV or play some Animal Crossing, that's normally what I do during my practice breaks. I go pick up my Switch, conveniently located right there. I play some Animal Crossing, let my lips feel like they're normal lips again, and then I come back and play, right? So, that is our second exercise. 70 beats per minute for that one when we're doing this. Our last one that I'm going to teach you today is the first one that is not in stepwise motion. And when I say stepwise motion, I mean the notes aren't next to each other, right? Everything we've been doing is either do, re, mi, or do, re, do, re, mi, re, do. All the notes are next to each other. This exercise is going to have you skipping every other note. I'll sing it first. Ready? One. Do is our starting pitch. Do, mi, re, fa, mi, sol, fa, la, sol, ti, la, do, ti, re, do, then down, do, la, ti, sol, la, fa, sol, mi, fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. Right? That is your new exercise. Pause me, go back, sing it, do it with your hand cymbals. It will be a little hard to coordinate your singing, your hands, thinking of it at the same time, but you really need to internalize pitch on this one, especially when it comes to the fingerings. So eventually our full speed for this will be do, mi, re, fa, mi, sol, fa, la, sol, ti, la, do, ti, re, do, do, la, ti, sol, la, fa, sol, mi, fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. Alright? You can see me messing up my hand cymbals a little bit there. It's fast, it's hard, but that's why we're doing it with half notes first. So, and I stayed in key. How wonderful is that? So it's going to be G, B, A, C. Try to breathe as little as possible. Don't put a breath between every note. Listen to me do it once and then join me. I won't stop between going up and going down, so you can pause the video and focus on whichever section you need to work on. 1, 2, ready. So, failed to mention, because we have worked on these notes before, but there is one note on either side of the scale that you need to do. When you get to the top, the middle note in those three is a high A. It's the same fingering as your low A, just with the register key. Thumb on the register key, 1, 2. On the low side, at the end when you do, that middle note is an F sharp, low F sharp, same fingering as your high F sharp, 1, 2, 3, with your middle finger, just no register key. So there it is, right? So those are the 3 exercises we have so far. Make sure you're practicing between 15 and 20 minutes per practice, and between 20 and 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Those of you that just got your instruments, you need to go back to watch the first 3 weeks of the lessons to catch up to the point where everyone else is with this piece. Next week, we are going to dig into the piece completely. We are going to plan our virtual orchestra project. I'm going to demonstrate for you exactly what I want, and I'm going to send you a practice track to play along with. So next week is going to be a heavy content week. This week, work on these exercises. Play along with this video every day. This video is going to be about 17 minutes long by the time this is over. That's perfect amount of time for practice. Your homework is to submit to me that last exercise we did at 60 beats per minute with a half note as the beat. So, do, mi, re, up and down. We'll see how we do it. We're hopping back into it. I just want to see where your lips are. Zip me an email if you have any questions. If not, I will talk to you during our next lesson.